Welcome back. It's finals time, man. Y'all see, I'm ready. Greatest player of all time, Paul Pierce jersey on. I'm locked in,
What?
man. Y'all see the
What?
energy I'm coming with today? We're gonna hop right into it, bro.
He's not even
We
the
talking.
greatest Celtic of all time, fool.
Come
Let's
on, bro. You
stop
think
that.
he
He
wouldn't give
not
Larry?
even.
Come
You think
on,
he wouldn't
bro.
give Larry Bird a bucket?
Come on, no. Larry
No.
Bird. I don't even want to say what Larry Bird would do.
I ain't gonna lie. Paul Pierce boo-booed on himself in the middle of an NBA game.
And guess what? He came back through that tunnel and they cheered for him like he was Rocky. So I don't want to hear him.
It was Rocky in his draws. I know that. That's the only thing that was Rocky. So
All right, you looking at another man's draws. I got other questions for you, but I ain't gonna say
I
nothing.
mean, I wanted the camera for ESPN that zoomed in on the Brown spot. I'm just a consumer, brother.
Look. All that matter is Celtics back in the chip. First time since 2010. I'm excited. Y'all already know who my pick is.
Hold on. Let me slow you down, bro. Like, let me slow you down just real quick. The man thinking the same thing. Like, we've been doing this show for you for a long time. We cover a multitude of different sports, and not one time have you ever pledged your Boston fandom.
That's so cap. That's
I mean,
so cap.
you are black, and Boston is not known for being kind to black people. So that's one strike. Then, like again, oh, you are a Patriots fan too. So are you a Patriots fan? Are you like a fake New Englander or something like that? You like New England and Boston?
I just like New England and Boston. That's it.
That's
I'm a Cardinals fan in baseball though, so
you watch, but okay,
Interesting.
That very much so, fans, very much so. But keep going.
so yeah, like I was saying, it's finals time. We're gonna hop right into it. So first, starting off, man, Celtics, Warriors, two dynasty franchises. Yes, the Celtics are gonna be a dynasty starting this year. I'm just letting y'all know. The Warriors.
If they don't win it this year, bro, Tatum gonna be ringless. He gonna be just like Barkley, bro.
Come on, bro. Jason Tatum is him.
That's tough.
He's gonna be like Paul Pierce.
What?
He
Bro,
already
stop being disrespectful.
He already better than Paul Pierce. No cap.
First of all, I know y'all.
I ain't gonna lie. Deuce Tatum might be better than Paul Pierce. No cap.
Hey, bro, stop being disrespectful for real. Stop being disrespectful, bro.
Paul Pierce be a top player in the league right now. Prime Paul Pierce.
Yeah, but look,
I ain't gonna lie. I worked for ESPN longer than Paul Pierce did. But sir, like when did you become a Paul Pierce nut writer? Like I didn't think this was your character, bro. Like you see,
like no, I kid you not, bro. Growing up, Paul Pierce was my favorite player. Bro.
So you must really like Al Horford too. That's your type of basketball.
I mean, Al Horford
might as well be your favorite player, bro.
Hey, bro, chill out, bro.
Same dude.
No, they not, bro.
He the biggest Kyle Anderson stan we got.
With the fat headband, they the same dude, bro.
Okay, fat headband getting 26 a night.
No way you was in the backyard on Nerf hoop trying to knock down mid-range jumpers, bro. Like that's not
Kobe, he yelling Paul.
Hey, bro, get off me for a second, bro. We're gonna talk about the finals or not, man. We're gonna talk about the finals or not. Paul Pierce not playing.
You right, Nick. Keep going, bro.
So, like I said, but let's get this episode on track, man. Let's talk about it. Like I said, Warriors making it to their 6th finals in 8 years. They took them little 2 years off with dealing with all the injuries. So, what do you think it means for this Warriors team to be back, and what do they need to do to be successful in the finals this year?
Man, it really feels like they got lucky. I can't even lie to you. But then again, it felt like the exact same way Phoenix got to the finals last year. You know, a lot of injuries. They had to face the Nuggets in the first round. It was Jokic by himself. Second best player, Will Barton. That's an easy dub. Second round series was about to be 2-2, but then John Morant gets hurt. Next round, last round, they beat the Dallas Mavs. They were pretty much healthy. They didn't have Tim Hardaway, but Hardaway's been out just about the whole entire season. So
Jason Kidd's brain was hurt that series. So.
Yeah, bro. So and then when they played the Mavs, it was a matchup. Now they about to play a team that's fully healthy. I'm gonna knock on wood for you, Nick. But they about to play a team that's fully healthy, so it's gonna be interesting to see what happens.
I would say that I would agree with what Vance said. If it was another team that did not have the level of championship experience that Golden State had, I would be worried. I mean, yes, you do talking about they did have a rather easy road compared to Boston this year, but they took out the league MVP and 2 top 10 players in the NBA right now. So they didn't exactly just sashay they didn't duke their way to the finals. So, but for me, we can talk about it a little bit more. I just think, as much as I don't like to agree with Nick, I think stylistically the Celtics are a bad matchup for the Warriors. They can play small and put somebody like Al Horford at the 5 or Grant Williams at the 5, or they can have a jumbo lineup. Boston bigs are not the type of big that you can play off the floor. Al Horford, a guy that is known for shutting down perimeter guys, moving his feet, guys like Giannis, Robert Williams, ultimate paint protector. They're more better than Kavon Looney is what I'm trying to say. So the thing to where Boston can prevent problems for Golden State in a multitude of different ways, and I think that honestly, Golden State may have to play above their head to get this win this time.
Facts, bro. This is gonna be the first time this series that the other team has the better bench than the Warriors, bro. You got Jordan Poole coming off the bench. Depending on the matchup, they're gonna have Gary Payton still coming off the bench. He might be starting Kavon Looney, but the Celtics are actually better off the bench.
Yeah, and I think kind of looking at this game, it's gonna be the bench that's gonna be key. The bigs are gonna be key, like Josh said, and I think another big key in this game is gonna be the light skins, bro. Steph Curry versus Jason Tatum, bro. It's the first
we up,
time
baby. We up. Drake just dropped the jar with Hollow. We up, bro. We up. We coming back on top.
Yeah, bro. It's one of the first times I can say I didn't see a light skin matchup in the finals, bro. Unless you count like Steph Curry versus Fred VanVleet, but that's not even. You know what I'm saying? But see,
I'm gonna lie, when it was in black and white, it was all light skin matchups, bro.
So yeah, bro. I honestly think, bro, whichever one of those players between Steph and Clay and Jalen and Jason Tatum, whichever one of those players can have the best performances throughout the games, I think that's the team that's going to win. And if you look at Boston and their run to the finals so far, I think the biggest thing for them is they have to be good for 4 quarters. 4 quarters of basketball. Because we've seen the Warriors, you know what I'm saying, fall behind, fall in love with the 3, and then all of a sudden heat up and make it a game. You know what I'm saying? We saw with Boston game 1 of the series where they had a terrible third quarter, ended up losing the game even though they won the other 3 quarters. So for Boston, I think they have to play a full game. And I think for the Warriors, they're going to have to find a way to get rebounds and to really play defense on these scores that Boston has.
Do you think Boston can beat Golden State at Golden State?
Yeah.
I know they can. They
haven't lost yet.
I'm just saying, bro. They beat them at Golden State the year they had the 73-9 record. Isaiah Thomas went for 50-something that game. I'll never forget that. Never forget that.
So this not a thing. This not like you really been a fan of Boston, huh?
Yeah.
I don't believe you, but it's okay. So it's just like for me, Boston is my ultimate 2K team. First of all, and I think one of the Van Gundy said it on one of the broadcasts. When Marcus Smart is healthy, and Grant Williams is being effective, they have no defensive holes. You have literally thrown out Smart, Tatum, Brown, Horford, Robert Williams, or Grant Williams. That's 7 dudes that can effectively guard the best player on the team, depending on if a big man of a guard. But their defense is so tenacious. It's ridiculous. You just see what they did in the Miami series. Nobody outside of Jimmy Butler was able to get off because, for the most part, when the playoffs, your role players step back. And I think we found that Bam Adebayo, at least on offense, is a role player. We found that Kyle Lowry is at a role player stage of his career. I think we found that Duncan Robinson is may be unplayable in the
Kyle
playoffs.
Lowry is not a role player.
How many points he just had in the last game?
He just thick. That's all it is, bro.
A thick ass role player. I don't know what you're going to say. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. All I want to say is that, don't forget, Boston swept probably the most talented team in the NBA in Brooklyn.
No. You can't say that. You can't say that.
Why not?
They had the 2 best players, but that's a sorry team.
Yeah.
If your third best player, Bruce Brown, that's a problem.
Chill out, fool. They got Ben Simmons technically.
All right, so I'm gonna say the Warriors beat the second best team in the league right now in the Grizzlies. But I would say that the Celtics had the harder path, bro.
Most definitely.
The 3rd and 4th best teams in the NBA.
Yeah,
I truly believe that Milwaukee is one of the best teams in the NBA, and Miami is one of the best teams in the NBA.
You also got to put an asterisk on the Milwaukee series. No Chris Middleton. But, you know what I'm saying? You still beat Giannis, who was a back-to-back MVP. That deserves some credit in it. So,
yeah.
Let me ask y'all this. This is, I like lists. I want to see what y'all thoughts are at. I want y'all to rank the top 5 players in this series right now.
I was actually going to ask y'all the same question. That's crazy that you asked.
Great mind think alike, bro.
All right. I'm going to go first, bro. Number 1,
Yeah.
Jason Tatum. Number
Boo.
2, Steph Curry. Only reason I put Tatum over Curry is because Tatum gonna get it done on both ends of the floor. He might give you 27, 28, but he gonna lock up whoever he got to lock up on the other end, and he gonna switch 1 through 5. So like I said, Jason Tatum, Steph Curry. I'm gonna put Jaylen Brown at 3 because Jaylen Brown is him, bro. He's him, and I think people are starting to realize that now, even though it's kind of late. And then I'm gonna put A. Wiggins at 4. I know it's a shocker, but I'm gonna put A. Wiggins at 4. And then I'm gonna put number 5. I'm gonna go with Clay. Man. Put Clay at 5.
That's crazy. You can go, Vance. I'll go last.
All right, bro. Interchangeable Tatum and Curry. 3. I'm gonna go with Nick. I'm gonna go with Jaylen Brown. You know, he's the hardest cold player in the NBA right now. Number 4. Ooh. Damn, I'm gonna have to agree with Nick again. I'm gonna go with Wiggins, bro. He's been hooping this postseason. He's been the second best player. Number 5, this is where it gets tough, bro. And I don't want to be that dude, but going into this series, the 5th best player in this series is Kavon Looney, bro.
Man, shut the hell
Wait,
up.
hold on. Time out.
Bro, get your mans, bro.
There's no
Get
way
your
you just
mans,
said
bro.
Kevon Looney is the 5th best
Going
player.
into this series right now. He's been the best center in it.
Hey, you cut off, bro.
You
cut off.
You got Al Horford, Robert Williams. I'd take either one of them over Kevon Looney.
All right, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, I would take Ime Udoka over what you call it.
Bro. All right, in this past series, in the Eastern Conference Finals, Western Conference Finals, who's the best big?
Statistically, Kevon Looney was getting boards and getting points. But when have we ever seen him score 24 points?
Since game 6 against Memphis, he's basically been Dennis Rodman, and that's facts.
Okay.
Bro, y'all acting like I'm tripping. Go look at this.
This man
I seen the stats.
10 career high. This man had 20 and 10. It was a career high, man.
You hate on him for hooping, bro.
I'm not hating on him, bro.
I am.
I'm just saying, for my
hating.
money, Al Horford and Robert Williams better. For my money.
Give me Neesmith over what's it called, dude. Dude, tripping.
All right, bro.
Let me get my list up. Man, this is such a
bro. When the offensive rebound come in game 6 to ice y'all, I don't want to hear it.
Ice us in game 6. You crazy, boy.
That game.
It might not make it to game 6. It might not make it to game 6.
No, Robert Williams injury prone ass might not make it to game 6.
I ain't gonna lie, Nick.
Chill out.
I ain't gonna lie, Nick. Just looking at you, you might be the only person in the world that look like you that might be a Boston fan. But I'm gonna keep it pushing.
You like you about to go to a 2008 party, bro. I ain't
gonna lie, he one bandit away from being Nelly. But
you give me ideas, bro. Little do you know.
My list, I'm gonna start with the greatest shooter of all time, Steph Curry.
Y'all gonna be mad when Marcus Smart put him in a box, FYI.
No, I think that might happen for sure. Number 2, at this very moment, I'm going with Jaylen Brown. Averaged, I think, 30 points over the second half of the series. Really bailed out JT from a lot of inconsistent and bad stretches of play. And, you know, his handle is kind of high on 2K, like Shannon Sharp said. But he made big shot after big shot after big shot. And I think that, you know, right now he's playing better than JT, honestly. So I would go Steph, Jaylen Brown, JT at 3. 4, I want to say Al Horford, but I'm gonna give it to Draymond because just the playmaking and the intensity that he brings. And the 5th person is gonna be Al Horford, Robert Williams, Jordan Poole Jr. So
Boy, wait.
Draymond's a good pick, bro.
So now continuing to talk about the series, man. We got a lot of key matchups, like one-on-one matchups. Starting out, Curry versus Marcus Smart, bro. I think that's going to be the one that kind of determines this series, bro. Because the Warriors are only going to be as good as Steph Curry takes them, in my opinion, in this series. Because you look at Curry and you look at Jordan Poole, those are the only 2 guys that can really get to their own shot. Wiggins can too, but he's a 3rd, 4th option. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to have that many opportunities.
But that's no overall pick, though.
Hey, look, you give me 18 and 7 in the playoffs, I'll take it. But still, like I said, Curry and Smart, that's key matchup number 1. Then you got to look at Tatum Brown versus Curry and Clay when it comes to scoring. You know what I'm saying? And then you got to look down low in terms of the key matchups, looking at Robert Williams, Al Horford versus Kavon Looney and Wiggins and whoever else they want to throw down there, and Draymond, of course. Because I think this series is going to be decided by, like I said, defense and rebounding, bro. And I think Boston's going to dominate the paint, and they're going to dominate the defensive end of the court. And I don't think the Warriors can keep up on defense. Let me throw that in there too. Because Steph Curry gonna get bullied, bro. They gonna make him play defense. Just like they did with the Max Strus in the Heat series. They're gonna make him play defense.
Wow. I mean, Steph been playing defense though. He played defense against the Grizzlies.
But he gonna have to play blacktop defense.
Chill out. I do want to see that. Probably the most dynamic offensive player of our time versus the first guard to win Defensive Player of the Year since Gary Payton. That's you hit the nail on the head, Nick. I think this is probably the most important matchup in the series because I consider Tatum and Brown, all defensive team caliber defenders, but obviously, they function as the engine of the offense too for Boston as well. So having an elite defender like Marcus Smart allows you to essentially hide Brown on two lesser guys. Tatum will probably guard Wiggins and Brown will probably guard Clay or Jordan Poole most likely, but to have an elite defender like Marcus Smart, who's he functions as Boston's point guard, but his primary function to stop the best offensive player on the other team, that just frees up JB and JT just even more to do what they do offensively without having to be worried about who they chasing around screens or who they fighting over the top of everything like that. And like you said, Nick, I think Marcus Smart is the type of guy that can give Steph problems. Quick with his feet, physical. He's gonna teeter the line between dirty, flopping, intensity. And I've been y'all know I've been a Marcus Smart man since Oklahoma State. So this will be the ultimate test of whether or not he really deserved the DPOY this year.
Yeah, and kind of just talking about Marcus Smart some more. I think you got to give a lot of credit to Brad Stevens in this front office for the moves they made at the trade deadline. I tweeted this yesterday because you get off Josh Richardson, you get off Romeo Langford and a lot of those young guards you had, and you consolidate that into Derek White, and you put more trust and minutes into Marcus Smart, and guess what you got? A finals appearance, man. So all of that's to say, you bring in Kyrie, you bring in Kemba, you try to bring in all these elite point guards, when the guy you needed has been there all along in Marcus Smart. He's the perfect point guard for the Celtics team, and we see it right now.
Derek White, sorry, bro. I'm sorry to say it.
I mean, he had, 26 in the game, 6 losses?
They was leaving him wide open, bro.
Okay. But he get the job.
He was hitting, though.
That's what I'm saying.
It didn't matter. But he's not going to do that against the Warriors. They're
going to bully Steph.
They're going to play him right.
Because he's a slasher. And when you put Steph in that island situation, we're going to see who can keep up.
All right. Steph gonna have an easy day guarding Derek White. Do not play that boy. Put in Peyton Pritchard, bro.
Ain't gonna lie. Why does he wear his headband so far back on his head?
His forehead big.
He wear his headband like a head tie, bro. It be like tied up in the back of his head. Like he wear his headband like my head is on my head right now, like tip, like way back here. It should be looking ridiculous as hell. Like,
okay. I bet he give you a bucket though.
I ain't gonna lie, not him. Like it may be other dudes, but like just based on pride, I can't let him give me a bucket.
You over 250, he definitely giving you a bucket.
I ain't gonna lie, I just went out, no cap, no on my granny. I just went out and guarded a 7'2" dude from Missouri that went to Whitehaven, and he didn't give me a bucket. So I think I can start staying in front of Derek White 1-on-1. You feel what I'm saying?
You believe that?
No confidence.
Do you seriously believe
bro, that? You think if we have 10 possessions.
If a dude is 7'2", he putting his nuts in your face.
Jared, was he? Oh, you wasn't there. That's bro. I got.
Oh, see now he wasn't there. You know what I'm saying?
I was there with Middle Tennessee defensive end Richard Kinley and star Oklahoma running back Eric Gray, man.
But you can name as many names as you want. We not believing.
Bro, I can call it, bro.
You ain't gotta
stop recording, Nick. Nah, because we
gotta cap, bro. We like, bro. You still that plan, bro.
5 minutes later.
Hey, Rich. Hey, bro. Did I not just play against a 7'2" dude at one core?
Yeah, you did. You locked him up for a little bit.
Say it again.
He said for a little bit. He did get a little
boy.
How many times I got a little boy?
Once.
One time we played 3 games. 8'7" and I'm 5'10". All right, thank you, Rich. Come on, bro. It's hard over height, baby. Hard over height. Come on now. I'm the Marcus Smart of the one accord league, baby.
I hear you, bro.
You like the little fat kid that was going Zion, bro.
That kid
Taco Fall. It was Taco.
That kid was not fat.
Yes, it was.
He's talking about the little white kid.
No, I'm talking about the big black kid with the. You know what I'm talking about? He was like number 55 going Taco Fall. He was sassy too.
No. Yeah, no.
Oh God.
Hey, so
Bro, no way to disrespect me. You cannot be gangster in that uniform right now. I'm
yes, I
sorry.
can, bro. So
You look like you about to do a drive-by in that jersey.
That nigga, the
Wait,
toughest
wait.
nigga for Collierville ever.
wait till I throw the fitted on the match.
Oh shit! You like the biggest Bobby Brown fan ever. My bad. I'm gonna stop tracking shows.
Hey, bro.
My bad, boo. Let me stop.
To wrap this episode up, this finals preview up, let me hear y'all series picks. How many games? And give me a little bit of reasoning, bro. If y'all want, I'll go first because actually
I'll go first because we don't want to hear you talk that much with no cap. Like I said, I think Boston is a bad matchup for what you call the Warriors. They have big guards. They have bigs that can't be. They have bigs that can't be played on the floor like Gobert. And I just think they're a better team than the Warriors. Honestly, outside of Steph, if you go player for player, Boston's just a better team. And I think that, like you said, defensively they're still up to stop a offensive juggernaut like the Warriors. So JT isn't struggling as much because he's not guarded by Bam / Jimmy Butler / Kyle Lowry. Jalen Brown continues to do what he does. And the Warriors struggle with Robert Williams, Al Horford, and Grant Williams' size. Like, no cap sports type of approval with Josh Crawford. Celtics in 7.
Man, so you asked for the top 5 players in the series. What I think I said 3 out of the top 5 were Warriors. If you go to 5 through 10, probably 4 out of those are going to be Celtics, bro. So I think the Celtics are the better team. Interesting thing, bro. So in college basketball, the national champions were Kansas. Last time Kansas won a national championship was 2008 when they beat Memphis. And you know who won the championship that year?
Mario Chalmers.
No, it was Paul Pierce.
It was Paul Pierce and the Celtics, bro. And you know, history has a tendency to repeat itself, but not this time. The Warriors is 6.
That's crazy that you picked the Warriors, man.
Yeah, I saw another thing. This is another history repeats itself fact, bro. Every single time Kendrick Lamar drops an album, the Warriors win the finals. So something has to correct. I'm rocking with the Warriors.
Okay, that's cool, bro. You know who else dropping? Who's a rapper from Boston?
I was really gonna call you out on that, but I wanted to see you struggle like you just struggled. I was about to say no way.
I thought I was gonna be able to pull.
I was no way he knows a rapper from Boston. No way.
But anyway, man. I mean,
Bobby Brown is your best bet, bro.
Okay,
New
bro.
addition to them boys.
That's cute, bro. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick dropped the album. I still ain't listen to it, whatever. But listen, bro. The Celtics are the best team remaining in the playoffs. They just beat the Heat. They beat a chopped Jimmy Butler, bro. A chopped Jimmy Butler. And now they got to play
Nichols, Jimmy Butler.
And now they got to play Steph, Clay, Jordan Poole. Come on, man. Be serious.
And
give me the Celtics in 5, bro.
In 5.
Celtics in 5. I'm gonna tell you why. Number 1, defense. They got the ability to switch 1 through 5 with Marcus Smart, Jason Tatum, and Jalen Brown on the perimeter. And Al Horford isn't bad in those pick and roll switches either. So that's gonna be easy for them. Rebounding, I think they'll easily be able to outsize the Warriors, get an advantage on the glass with guys like Robert Williams, with guys like Grant Williams, with guys like Al Horford. And then number 3, scoring. For the Celtics, they got guys who can get to a bucket. Looking at Marcus Smart, looking at Tatum and Brown again. But they also have the ability to move the ball. And that's one of the biggest developments in Jason Tatum's game that we've seen this postseason. His ability to move the ball, see the double coming, see the traps coming, and take advantage of poor defense on the backside after those traps. So that's why I think the Celtics will win. I'm not going to say it's going to be easy. I'm not going to say it's going to be a blowout. But I definitely think Celtics in 5.
I mean, bro, all 3 of those points are like the 3 biggest points. And I actually think the Warriors are better than all 3 of those points.
That's cool, bro. That's cool. Because Vegas agree with you. Vegas got the Warriors winning. Vegas got the Warriors winning.
I mean, it's a toss-up. It's just, I mean, they both got experience. They said Tatum been into what, 4 games?
4 Eastern Conference. Yeah.
4 either. Come on, bro. Like, that's crazy. So,
I ain't gonna lie. I think that, I mean, they're all both teams are obviously in the finals, but I think both teams have a propensity to turn the ball over a lot. Both teams' best players, talking about Tatum and Steph. So I think whichever best player and team overall can protect the ball and value the positions will probably be the team that comes out on top.
I mean, Draymond's the Warriors' true point guard. He the one getting all the turnovers.
I mean, him and Steph both toss the ball around. But before we go, I have to give the opinion, got to get the analysis of a true sports commentator, my former teammate. You a two-time state champion, one-time state champion, two-time state champion, former Division I athlete, my friend, my brother, Jarius Douglas. Tell the people. Come on, man. Talk to the people.
Hey, I appreciate y'all having me on this joint.
What's up, bro?
First guest star appearance. I'm gonna just be real quick. I got Warriors in 6. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give Boston might win their games at home. I think they're gonna have a hard time going to the Bay. You know, it's coast to coast. But I think the Warriors.
Ain't nobody worried about E40 sitting courtside, man.
Yeah, they'll cut you off.
It's not about E40. It's the other fans, the energy in that arena.
E40 sitting right next to you.
And then you know what bro say? When your team down by 3 and then you hit that bang, bang. Yeah, Steph it's gonna silence them. I don't know.
Okay.
I agree with it. I heard all the points, like the defense and shit. Defense wins championships. Put that to the test this year. We're really gonna see if Marcus Smart can step up because I guess it's really gonna go by that. It's the Warriors' game to lose unless they can. It's make them mislead. You know what I'm saying? The Warriors don't miss that many shots.
The Warriors gonna score more than 100 points a game, bro.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
Yeah, bro. And so I guess my little last point is, bro, we saw Jason Tatum send a text to Kobe before Game 7. Now he got to go to California where Kobe made his castle, and he gonna win a championship by going through California. It's in him, man. He had the purple Kobe band on. He's ready. He's locked in. The team
You think
locked
Kobe
in.
want the Celtics to win the championship, bro?
Most definitely.
You think Kobe read that text in heaven,
Bro? Yeah. I think Kobe texting him back.
It was on green, so I know he didn't see it. Because Kobe definitely had an iPhone.
Job's not finished, bro.
And so, on that note, that's another episode of No Cap Sports, man. Make sure y'all lock into the finals, and I guess we'll see who has the correct prediction.
You got to burn your jersey if the Celtics lose.
Huh? I got to do what?
We cannot go any further without praying and shouting out the victims of the shooting in Texas, Uvalde. That's the hour outside of San Antonio. Obviously, you guys know I went to school in Texas. And this ain't no political platform, but, ain't no reason for kids to be getting killed in the school, man. You got to stop that for real, dog.